If your heart is jumping up and down when you see these incredible, beautiful Instagram travel pictures and you really want to go travel and see and explore these places by yourself, but when you look at your bank account, you're like, I should probably stay at home and not even leave my house, then watch this, as in this video we're going to talk about how you can travel on a shoestring, on a budget, even if you're broke AF. Hi Lovebug, I'm Vivi. Welcome to Adventure Your World. This channel is all about guiding you to an exceptional relationship with yourself, with your partner, and with your life. If you want to live a more adventurous and fulfilling life, keep watching because you're at the right place. That people ask me when they hear that I've been to over 70 countries and that I pretty much travel where I want, whenever I want, however it fits me, however I want to do it. They ask me like, well, how do you afford it? And for years, I used to say, I don't know. I just do. It just happens. And for me, it was just such a no-brainer. Like, other people go partying on Saturday night. Or other people have an after-work beer. Or have chocolate every evening watching TV. It's just a no-brainer. When it becomes a habit, it just happens. And we don't ask yourself, well, how do you do it? Well, I don't know. I just do it. It's like breathing. It's just such a habit and so unconscious that we just do it. When you want to, and if you want to travel more, you want travel become a habit of you, then keep watching and consider subscribing, because this is just what I do and I'm going to share with you what I did, what I continue doing, and how you can travel for cheap. So the first thing where it breaks for a lot of people is they're like, well, traveling is so much more expensive than staying home. Do you think that's true? I actually figured out that traveling is cheaper than staying home. If you're not having an incredible, crazy paid job that you can only do from one location, then well, maybe it's better to stay home. But for most people, they go to work, or maybe you're lucky enough you have your own business or you work online, so you can work from wherever you are. Amazing, great for you. But you're going to your job, you're having to pay your rent, all the bills, the electricity, the water, the internet. You have to probably have a car or some public transportation to get there. Then you have all the food, and probably you want to do something at the weekend, so you either go partying or you go sightseeing or you do whatever. Add this up. How much are you paying a month? Well, if you're not having this budget, let's say you're spending $1,000 a month just for living. You could also spend $1,000 a month on traveling. And it's actually not that difficult, especially if you go to Asia or South America. Totally doable, even in other countries, even in the US, even in Australia, even in Europe actually. So what we do, we just focus on traveling cheaper. How do we do that? First, flights. This is where it breaks for a lot of people. But if we look into finding better, cheaper flights, even if we have like a 10-hour layover or 15-hour stop, or we need like some kind of other transfer or connection, if it means you're saving 200, 300, 400 bucks, sometimes that is worth it. If you do have the money, please go and spend the money on the direct flight or in as short as possible, because it's actually really draining to spend so much time on airports. But if the money is the point, definitely go with whatever suits you. Definitely check out websites like Skyscanner and Kiwi and Kayak. I actually prefer Kiwi right now, and if you see that there's like layovers and it's still kind of expensive, check out the added up prices from like your place to the layover and from the layover to your destination. And these two separate prices are sometimes cheaper than when you buy them all together. But as well, there are pros and cons of that. Check it out, see if it works for you. Accommodation. A lot of people think, well, it's so crazy if I stay in a hotel and it's just not going to be possible. Well, how much rent are you paying a month? Where are you staying? Well, maybe you're gonna tell me, well, I still stay with my mom and dad, I'm not paying anything. Amazing, great. Okay, so you have a budget of $0, then this can also work if you're either couch surfing or you going on websites like trusted house sitters and you're taking care of people's houses in the time they are gone. You're not paying any rent. Otherwise, you can find hotels and hostels for cheap, especially in Asia. If you're staying longer, ask people for a discount, get to know locals through whatever, going out, on couch surfing, on events. Ask them like, hey, where are you looking for your places and your accommodations? And check out these websites, because Airbnb is amazing, but most of the time, even if you're staying a month, you're still paying more than the locals do. So go check out these websites and you find incredible accommodation possibilities, even for like $100 a month. Like, I stayed in a beautiful, great, I mean, it wasn't like the highest vibe, fanciest thing ever in Bali, but I didn't spend that much time there anyways because I was out and exploring all day long. And I spent $100 a month on my accommodation with a private bathroom, with a fridge, like a mini kitchen, and a beautiful big bed. Like, you can't really complain about that. So $100 a month, how much is that a day? Not too much, right? So we can definitely do it if we want to, if we keep looking and if we find the right websites. Then food. You're gonna eat if you're home or if you're on holiday or if you're traveling. So you're gonna eat either way. So is it actually an extra expense? If you're not going to like crazy, if you're not going to like expensive restaurants all the times, you can actually end up spending less than when you're staying at home. You can still go to supermarkets, but in a lot of countries, it's actually cheaper to eat out. I prefer eating out a lot because it's faster. I don't have to do the cooking. I don't have to go to the supermarket. It saves me a lot of time, and I get to experience the culture more as I'm eating their food and not just like fries and burgers and all this unhealthy shit. So that's always a possibility. Go on, like, ask the locals where they're eating. When you're driving or walking around, look at places that are full. Full is always an indicator of it's incredible good quality and it's cheap. Either way, or maybe even both. But if you see a lot of people in a restaurant, it's always a good sign. Look for places on Google Maps. Like, they have these indicators with the dollar signs from 1 to 3. If it's cheap or expensive, you can seek out the places you're eating beforehand. If you're struggling with spending only little money on food and you actually love getting the highest price food, or you're ordering 3, 4, 5 meals and you find yourself spending a lot of money on that, well, give yourself a budget that you can spend a day on food or per meal, and then you can figure it out from there. Is this in alignment with the money I want to spend? Is this how much I can spend? Can I eat that, yes or no? For me, I personally never really had a budget, just because it kind of puts me in a lack mentality, and I intuitively just eat whatever feels good to me or whatever is like in a good price range. And I don't really care that much about food anyway, so I'm just gonna eat whatever I get. But this is just me. I know a lot of people put a lot of focus on really good food. So if this is you, maybe you can just put a little bit more of your budget, if you have a budget, on that part, and then just see that you can save some money in some other areas. Transportation. We don't have to Uber everywhere. Sometimes we can just walk. Even if you're from maybe the US or Asia and you're not really used to walking, give it a try. Walking is not that bad, and it's actually really good for our body. If you're renting a motorcycle, a car, whatever, wherever you are, whatever is more comfortable or more required, make sure you're getting a good deal. Compare the prices, ask what locals are paying, and then find a good budget for you. Like, I always find really good prices, but this is just because I believe and I know that I find good prices. I trust myself in that, and that's because I do. Other people just go to the first place they find and they're like, well, I'm just gonna rent it. I don't care how much it costs. It depends on you how much money you can you end up spending. But I noticed 2 people can have the 99% same holiday, staying in the same places, going to the same restaurant and still end up spending very, very different prices. Just depending on, okay, I'm gonna invest 5 minutes into asking like some friends or some Facebook group or some WhatsApp group, like, hey, do you know anyone who has cheap bikes or cheap cars, or do you have any really good restaurant that has really good prices, or not? It still depends what you're gonna order, how much you're gonna order, how much you're gonna pay, all these things. So there's people just spending money like that because they're unaware and unconscious about it, or they don't care, or they're just not putting their attention there, so they just spend it and they wonder like, oh, where is all my money gone? Or they're having 20 beers a day. Sorry, I'm exaggerating for sure, but if you're unconscious about these little things, having 10 beers a day over a period of just 10 days or a month can actually make a big chunk of money of difference in your budget. So just be aware of it. If you're still feeling you're spending a lot of money, track your money. Like, see how much are you spending where, each meal, each transportation, each entrance fee that you're paying, and see, okay, where am I spending too much? Where can I cut back? Can I drink less? Can I drink something different? Can I eat in different places? Like, what can you do differently? Do I need to buy all these souvenirs? All these things that you can see, like, okay, where can I spend? Where do I not have to spend? If you still feel this is overwhelming and you don't know where to start or what to do, start with couch surfing. Go somewhere, stay with someone for a few days. You're not spending on accommodation. You're getting to know someone really cool, hopefully at least. Maybe you even end up being friends forever. I have so many of my friends, I met them through either like because I was staying with them or they were staying with me, or we met on some couch surfing event. It's like one of the easiest and fastest way to make friends in a foreign country. It's incredible. I love it. I still do it sometimes. And it's just a really, really cool and easy and fun way. Stay with them. Sometimes they even give you food, or they take you places you would never ever have gone yourself, and you just create incredible memories and you have a really cool time. If you don't want to spend a lot, make sure you go places that are not crazily expensive. Like, for example, if you're on a really low budget, I probably wouldn't go to Australia or Canada or the US or Norway or Switzerland, right? But that's kind of obvious. People still go there and they wonder like, well, now I'm not gonna do anything because I'm afraid of spending money. Two things here. Inform yourself how much things are. If you want to be there, go there, because if you're already there and you're not enjoying yourself, then why did you even go there in the first place? Like, it doesn't really make sense. If you're there already, go freaking have fun, enjoy yourself, explore, discover, adventure. The money will always come back, but the time you're having is limited. The time we're having and the time we're spending is so much more precious than our money. We can always earn more money. We can always find a way to make more money. And if you feel that money is the thing that's limiting you, please work on your money mindset. There's so many money courses and money stuff out there. If you want to have some recommendations, I know a lot of people doing money courses. I've done a lot of work on money stuff, so like reach out to me, ask me what I recommend. I'm for sure, even if it's just books, like read books on money and money mindset, and it will help you tremendously to improve your travel experience. If you want to travel more but you still have so many fears and limitations about time and money and it's dangerous and what if, I have an incredible free training that is helping you with all these things. That please, it's linked in the comments below, go check it out. It's a really cool training that helps you to shift your perspective a little bit and helps you get clear on what life is really about and how you can make your dreams come true. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and share it with your friends and family so they can know how they can travel with a lower budget as well and really enjoy their lives more. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you and I see you in the next video. Bye.